What the fuck was that?
Like go fast, and I'm go fast, go fast, and I'm.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another video on Life with Rose. I am so sorry I have not posted in a whole week now, and I feel like I'm neglecting you guys. So on Sundays I have made it a plan to do Storytime Sundays. I lost my brother and couldn't find him for 2 days. So I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, well, you're a really bad sister, but I guess I am. So it was back in 2013. I was 12 and my brother was 8. His name is Lawrence. So my mom had to go on a trip for personal reasons. I was old enough to watch me and my brother. I didn't need a babysitter. I didn't need to be watched by somebody else. So for the 5 days when she left, I believe she left on a Wednesday. Yeah, she left on a Wednesday because she came back on like a Sunday or a Monday. I would just like to say at this time I was very, like I said, I was very grown for my age, and I was getting into drinking and smoking weed and doing all of that. I had called all of my two best friends and my boyfriend. I was like, hey, my mom's not home. She won't be home for like five days. You guys can come over and stay here as long as you guys want. And so they came. They came like in the morning, on like the day as she left. They came that night, and they stayed until like 2-3 o'clock in the morning because their moms, like most of their moms, either worked at like my girl best friend told her mom that she was spending the night at my house and they were fine, but my boy best friend, his mom works in like she works night shifts, and so does my boyfriend's mom. They work night shifts, so nobody really noticed that they were gone. So they were at my house and everybody was like partying, and I live on the south side of Chicago, around like at that time I lived around like 70th, 75th, and 71st, around that. So it wasn't really safe for kids to be out at that time, but we did it anyway. So it was like, I say probably 1-2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, guys, let's go to the park. Who's gonna stop us? And they was like, well, okay, we were about to leave, and then my girl's friend, she's like, what about your brother? So I'm like, you're right, let's bring my brother. So we brought my brother, and we're out there for a good hour or so, and I feel so bad for this. So we're out there for about a good hour or so. We're playing everything. There's an abandoned house down the street that we ran in there, and we was playing in there, all the type of stuff. We was scaring each other, and it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And one of my friends, my brother's friend, had lived across the street. He was a kid, and he had lived across the street. So my brother was like, can I go get my friend? Can I go get my friend? And I'm like, well, he's probably asleep right about now because we're not supposed to be here. So when I wasn't looking, my brother had went up to the house, rang the doorbell multiple times until the mom came out. She's like, Lawrence, what are you doing here? And I didn't see him. And he was like, oh, I just wanted to see my friend. And so I guess she let him into his house. She let him into her house, but she didn't have my mom's number, so she couldn't call and say, well, your son is here, or where's your daughter, or something like that. So she couldn't call us. So my brother was in there, and then it's like getting 3-4 o'clock, and it's hitting 3-4 o'clock, and my boyfriend was like, my mom's gonna be home in about an hour. I'm gonna start heading home. And so we're like, okay, we're gonna walk you. So we walked him, and we're all laughing and giggling. We're kind of drunk. We're just walking down the street laughing, ha ha ha, walking him to his house, to the back of his house. And I'm not even thinking, where's my brother? Like, I'm not even worried about him. So I'm the next day, my brother is not at my house. My brother is at the girl's house. My boy best friend had came over, and the funny thing about this is, so my boy best friend came over, and he was like, and he was playing the Wii, and he was like, hey, where's your little brother? And we had a PS3 at the time too. And he was like, where's your little brother? And I was like, I don't know, because normally I was like, I don't know, maybe he probably left to go to his friend's house or something, because my brother was allowed to leave whenever in the mornings to go to his friend's house, because my mom knew the mom and all of that. So I was like, I don't know, he probably went to his friend's house, and he was like, you want to go check? And I was like, no, he's good. The next day, another day goes by. I'm not even thinking about my brother, and I go to sleep. Me and my boy best friend were playing the PS3. I believe we were playing some kind of fighting game. I don't know. It was either Mortal Kombat. We were playing Mortal Kombat. And we kept playing, and we were playing until like at night, and I was getting tired, so I was like, I'm finna go to sleep. So he was like, watch me play, and we was like, okay, let's watch a movie. And my girl best friend is still here, so we're like, okay, let's watch a movie. So we're watching a movie, and anytime somebody puts on a movie, I go to sleep. So I'm thinking, especially if it's nighttime, so I'm thinking my brother already came in the house while I'm not paying attention. I didn't think to go check. And I'm thinking, well, he probably ate at his best friend's house or whatever. So I'm passed out. Next morning comes, still not thinking about my brother. So keep in mind, a whole day has passed and I have not seen my brother. About the second day, my boy best friend spent the night, because I don't know where his mom was, but he had spent the night because he had fell asleep, but he had spent the night. He was like, yo, I haven't seen your brother. And didn't he come in last night? And he was like, I'm not sure, but I didn't hear him leave either. So meaning he didn't hear. My boy best friend is a light sleeper. The smallest of noise would have woke him up. So he's like, but I didn't hear him leave either. So I'm like, okay, so he's probably still in his room. And he's like, well, I didn't see him come in last night either. And I'm like, are you sure? We were playing a game. Were you sure? And he was like, yeah, go check. So I ran and I got up as fast as I can. I'm like, fuck. And this is like the second day that he's gone. Lawrence, I'm screaming out the window, Lawrence, I cannot find him. So I go downstairs and I'm walking up the block. I am pissed at this point. I'm pissed. I'm yelling at anybody who tries to talk to me. Get the fuck out of my way. Where the fuck is my brother? Lawrence, what the fuck? Where the fuck is my brother? I was like, the last time I saw him was the other day when we was at the park. Go to the park, we're looking for him. We went about 2 blocks. Okay, let's go home and let's think about this. Let's see if he come home on his own. I'm like, okay, let's get something. So we go home, get something to eat, and I'm crying. Where's my brother? My brother's not coming home. And so when I cried, I think I fell asleep from crying. I cried and I fell asleep, and next thing you know, I woke up and it's the 3rd day. And so it's like Friday or Saturday. And so I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, Lawrence. I'm thinking it's all a dream. I go downstairs and I'm like, where could Lawrence be? And I'm like, wait a minute. His friend lives across the street from the park. Maybe he's at his friend's house. I didn't even think that he could have went there that day we was at the park. So I go to his friend's house. Open up, my mom. Oh my God. And I used to call her my mom because she was like my second mom to me. I was like, Mom, have you seen my brother? And she was like, yeah, your brother's been here for like 2 days now. Are you serious? Yeah, Rose, you didn't know he was here? And I was like, no, I've been looking. I lied. I was like, I've been looking for him for these 2 days. I do not know how he got here. I've been looking for him, and I just now thought about coming to your house. And she was like, yeah, he's in the back. I go to the back, and I'm, Lawrence, who told you to do this? And we was at the park, and you told me I could go to my friend's house. I'm thinking, I do not even remember saying you could go to your friend's house. That's how drunk I was. I was like, he was like, yeah, you said go knock on the door. And he was like, your friend said go knock on the door. Ma said I could come in, so I came in the house. So it's not the fact that he spent the night there. It's the fact that he knew how to come home. He knew how to get home, but he decided to stay there. So if he would have came back the second day, the day after, and would have just like just came in, it would have been fine. So I'm like, thanks, Mom. And then, you know, she gave us something to eat. And she was like, does your mom know about this? I'm like, no, please don't tell her. And she's like, I won't. So I was like, okay. So we left. We went home. The whole day, I did not talk to my brother at all. And if he tried to talk to me, I, like, cursed him out because I was so mad. But it's not I was mad at him. I was more scared because I almost died. To this day, my mom does not know what happened. To this day, my mom does not know I lost my brother for 2 days and found him on the 3rd day. She does not know, and I really hope she does not see this video. If she sees this video, I'm so sorry, Mom. Yeah, but alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys liked this video, if you guys want to hear more story times, like if you've done something with me, you want me to tell the story, comment it down below, or hit me up on Snapchat add me on the Snap at this box right at this name right here. As always, it's going to be here. Yeah, my other social medias are down in the description box. Make sure you give this video a like. like right now. Hit the like button. Also, subscribe. I believe it's down in this corner. Okay, well, bye guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. And this has been another Storytime Sunday.
Like go fast, and I'm go fast.